What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. Sam Wilson is a good character. Falcon is a good character. I like him as Anthony Mackie, and unfortunately, it was lame in the comics when they made him Captain America. It's lame when they're doing it now. Bucky, Winter Soldier, had no identity after he's not the Winter Soldier anymore. He needed a redemption arc, and being Captain America could have been it. He's also a super soldier with tons of experience. It would have been the natural choice, but here's the thing: all of the decisions in these movies were unfortunately based on real world events. All of it coming out of either January 6th or the 2020 Summer of Love, George Floyd, BLM, all of that. And what Gary Nerdrotic has always said, unfortunately, the real racists who are in control of all of these decisions, they do not see legitimacy in black characters, original black characters, and they have to give them white character hand-me-downs, and that's why Sam Wilson is Captain America. That's why the original reaction to this, where it was a January 6th narrative and Harrison Ford was a Trump analogy, just didn't go over well, which led to multiple months of reshoots, hundreds of millions of dollars, upwards of $500 million already spent, and now we're getting reactions back. And oh, it's not good. It's not good. So the first one up is My Time to Shine. Of course, you can see here, just heard back from like 3 people who went to see Captain America Brave New World test screening, and woof, movie sounds awful. You can see here more over here from Jordan Rumi at World of Real. He wrote 2 different cuts of the film test screen last week. The person who attended didn't seem to like the movie at all that much. He added, the reactions I've heard have not been very kind to this movie, which is being described as inessential and flat. So basically, at best, a Black Widow type movie. Test screening appears to have taken place following significant reshoot for the films that initially were rumored to be anywhere between 3 months and 22 days. They ended up being 5 months long. 5 months long. You see that, of course, originally being reported by Daniel RPK. They lasted way more. That's like, again, that was the first round of reshoots, and then they got their test back. Nope, still good. New action scenes. They hired new writers. You can see here the Hollywood Reporter reporting that at the end of May that the reshoots would last 22 days and would include the introduction of Giancarlo Esposito's new villain, and then the reshoots took place. Interesting enough, of course, you can see here Tim Blake Nelson, who plays the leader, revealed that they shot the entire movie twice. This is where all the money goes, by the way, incompetence, reshooting, changing the mind. Told the Hollywood Reporter in September, well, we're done. I've shot it. I've actually shot it twice because I did it originally a year ago. And then we came back and redid a lot of it at the beginning of this summer. Anthony Mackie, of course, who stars as Sam Wilson, has tried to downplay the amount of reshooting. And of course, they always try to say, well, reshoots are always common, and reshoots are common, but not this level, not this amount, not this length, Giggy. We shot the next film, and now because we had this big strike, it kind of delayed everything. So now we're going in to do our reshoots, which isn't a big deal. Yeah, no big deal. We're just reshooting the entire movie over again. Every Marvel movie I've done is done between 6 weeks and 3 months. Well, this one got 5, so it's not exactly how that's worked. So that's him go ahead and deep trying to downplay the amount of time and money and energy they've actually spent. This is, of course, some of the commenting on why they were doing all those reshoots, and it was how audiences responded to the film's political content. Like I said, it was going to be a January 6th analogy with Harrison Ford as a Trump-type personality, at least their version of what they think Trump is like, trying to get allies, heroes to his side to take over. But it was actually worse than that. They found it boring. I'm told that the overall feel was that the political material was uninspired and unengaging. You can see that they have Isaiah from Winter Soldier and Bucky and the Winter Soldier, whatever. The one where it was just a race analogy and he couldn't get a loan. Bucky and the Winter Soldier, Freckle Jesus. Yeah, he's supposed to be, it's an assassination plot. I don't know. Either way. Reshot so many times, who cares? Audiences found it lacked nuance, was overly expository, and really slowed the movie down. Told that while the 3 sequences that will be removed were a big part of the problem, the film's issues go beyond that and will likely include. I've been able to get some insight into what the main issues were. Apparently, audiences were unimpressed by the films, and we found out that the action scenes were all reshot. and apparently the love interest, they had no chemistry. Significant rewrites, adding and removing of characters. Yeah, this is just, this will definitely get a drinker production hell video for sure. And the press around it is that they're calling it a clear reset and that it's supposed to be a straight up action political thriller that still, even with 5 months and over 500 million spent, seems to be a dud. Either way, I don't know. Let me know what you think about all this. Be sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. Well,
bye.